Ladies and gents, are we going to finally smash through this level of resistance for Kaspa and reach above previous all-time highs? That's something that we are going to try to find out in this video. So if you are new, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. And now let's hop into the chart right away. So first of all, guys, that is a 4-hourly time frame. Let's focus on stochastic RSI. Stochastic RSI has experienced a bullish cross a while ago, and now looks like the price momentum is going to go towards the upside. Well, that's what stochastic RSI is telling us. Nonetheless, this candle is red, so we are going to experience a little bit of a downward momentum for Kaspa. However, we are so close. And now the first thing that I'm seeing in here in terms of potential pattern is a potential cap and handle, as we can see in here, right? So that handle is being built up at the moment, but if that would technically play out, let's see, we could expect a target that is a 4-hourly time frame. I would like to remind to everybody, we could expect closing above this level slightly or reaching this level, and then the question is, are we going to see the rejection or not? Let's have a look at daily time frame to see how things are going on. So guys, if it comes to stochastic RSI, it looks like we are hitting the ceiling. So Kaspa could close bearish on this candle or go towards this level of resistance and then see potential rejection. Okay, let's see how that is going to play out. And now let's have a look at the weekly time frame and let's see what's going on if it comes to stochastic RSI for Kaspa. So we are still in that bullish momentum for Kaspa and we are going towards the upside. Okay, we still do have a little bit of room to grow in here, and I do believe that we are going to close above. Now let me come back to the 4-hourly time frame, guys. Kaspa is basically going upward in that move, so everything is still all right. Even if we are going to get rejected from that level of resistance, we are still going to be within that formation, which is bullish in my personal humble opinion. So guys, we do have to be patient, but I believe that Kaspa is going to see new all-time highs quite soon. Now, ladies and gents, let's cover a couple of interesting things. So that is a daily chart made by Mr. Bank on Twitter, and he has noticed something important, I believe. So if you are going to look at these touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches in November 2023, we have broke towards the upside after touching that level of resistance. Now, we could compare this to this pump, all right? Then the second one in here, and then these 3 blue ones in here. Okay, so if the history is going to play out, we could see Kaspa trading above that level of 0.618 Fibonacci. Let's see how that is going to play out. And also Mr. Scully on Twitter is basically seeing a huge inverse head and shoulders with target of around 35 cents for Kaspa. And I do believe that this target of 35 cents for Kaspa is also going to coincide with the rainbow. Let's actually have a look at the rainbow. That is a weekly, by the way. So 35, around 33, 35 is going to coincide with that yellow level of that rainbow for Kaspa that I was mentioning about on the channel a while ago. All right, so we do have to be patient, but good things are yet to come in my opinion. And now let's come back to some news, because I believe that is bullish for BTC and overall market, right? So Michigan Retirement System has bought 6.6 million Bitcoin through the ARK Invest ETFs. So Wisconsin, Michigan, and Jersey City, and this is just the beginning of that adoption, guys. All right, big things are happening. And also, guys, on a day when Donald Trump is going to become a president, Gary Gensler is going to basically leave, SEC. Also, we do have creation of US government strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. If Trump is going to get elected, US government will keep 100% of Bitcoin it owns, and Bitcoin is going to the moon. That is great. And obviously in this condition, Kaspa is also going to go to the moon, I believe too. So in these conditions, Bitcoin is going to the moon. Bitcoin will one day probably surpass the market cap of gold. Well, probably, I believe. There will never be a CBDC while he's a president of the United States, and Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before if he's going to become a president. So how the market is actually responding to all of this? As you guys can see, market is responding very bullishly. All right. Now we are sitting on a greedy market, 63 at the moment, so we are sitting at 4.6 billion USD for Kaspa. If it comes to ranking, that's big because, you know, we went to 24 from 25 in a recent few days. Volume is sitting at 52 million USD and the current word is 98. The next one is going to be 92. Next reduction is scheduled in 6 days. We are sitting at 84.7% mine. Hash rate is sitting at 566 petahash per second and all-time highs are sitting at 637 petahash per second. Guys, that is huge. Obviously, I would like to remind to everybody that petahash is also very, very important. Now, let's have a look at a couple of interesting charts. So, shout out to Mr. Titan, and that is a daily chart for BTC. Deviation, reintegration, and back above Williams alligator, green, red, and blue. Breakout of market structure, and that is going to be a target of around 110,000 USD for BTC. Shout out to Mr. Trader Taring Great, and this is a daily chart for Bitcoin, which is breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and the measuring target of it is 88,000 USD. So, as you guys can see, everything is pointing out towards bullishness in the market. Now, altcoins are set to explode according to Mr. Titan of Crypto, and that is a total crypto market cap that is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum on a 2-weekly chart. So guys, this is where we are at in comparison to the previous run. All right, that channel has flipped bullish not that long ago, and as you guys can see, we still do have a lot of time in this cycle. 2-weekly chart for BTC, and shout out to Mr. Pro. He thinks that it's finally time to send BTC to new highs. The next 6 months will probably be the strongest months of the whole cycle. We are above EMA ribbon, looks like 2012, 2016 and 2020, just before the entire market was sent. Guys, don't mess it up, alright? Because if you're going to look at 2012, 2016, 2020 and 2024, exactly the same thing is basically brewing at the moment based on these technicals. Now, shout out to Mr. Pro, and he's saying that in each Bitcoin bull cycle, the 0.618 Fibonacci level is very important. Once the price goes above 0.618 Fibonacci level, it has never fallen below it. In this cycle, the price has been staying above the 0.618 level for the past few months. Once this consolidation is broken, we can expect a massive bull run. Guys, everything is going according to the plan at the moment, alright? And now shout out to Mr. Plan B, one of the biggest OGs in the crypto space. Phase 5, this is nation state adoption. This is big, alright? And we could see some huge parabolic run this cycle, right? So be ready for this. And if we are going to follow this Bitcoin stock to flow model made by Plan B, we can clearly see that we are nowhere near proper pumps for BTC. So great things are yet to come. And now guys, the banana zone, all right, this is where we are at the moment. Okay, so we had the Bitcoin halving, the boring zone, whatever, and we are going to experience the banana zone very soon. And if we are going to look at this beautiful chart, we are sitting at 240,000 this cycle for BTC. Guys, of course, investing into Bitcoin isn't going to print huge gains unless you have a lot of money. However, investing into cryptocurrency such as Kaspa, that is going to allow people to definitely have much bigger gains. And now Jim Cramer turns bearish on Bitcoin, which means that we can see parabolic run soon, because this guy is always wrong. Okay, ladies and gents, that's it what I've got for you today, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.